Yep. Where there's smoke, there's fire. So Shedeur Sanders is properly being said that there's a trade going to happen right now with Shedeur Sanders. But let me tell you the truth. You know I don't clickbait y'all. I don't sugarcoat nothing. Maybe Shedeur Sanders will get traded, but there was nothing in the midst to show that. And I was one of the main guys to tell y'all that I don't trust the Cleveland Browns. My thing is, forget about if Shedeur is getting traded or not. Let's let the plane go by. I'm gonna tell you what's really going on. Now, me personally, I don't trust the Cleveland Browns. So anything they do with Shedeur Sanders, I won't be shocked or surprised because I've been telling y'all what's about to happen. But the truth is with Shedeur Sanders' situation, bro, the media, how nasty the media is and not truthful they've never been, bro. Why is the media concentrating on a potential trade of Shedeur Sanders when we've all witnessed the god-awful Dylan Gabriel be a so-called third-round pick? There were multiple other quarterbacks in this draft besides Shedeur Sanders only who were also supposed to be drafted higher than Dylan Gabriel. So my thing to the media is, how can you have these reports every day that Shedeur is getting drafted? You have no knowledge of this. You want something like that to happen for clickbait. You want this for your publication to get more media access to what's going on with Shedeur Sanders. Because if any of you media people believed in Shedeur Sanders like you pretended to for over 4 years, yes, pretended to, because automatically all certain groups of people don't like Shedeur Sanders no more for whatever reasons. I'm looking at you people in the midst of what's going on, and I'm like, where are all the negative hit pieces on Dylan Gabriel? Is a complexion for the protection a real thing? You goddamn motherfucking right. Paul Mooney wasn't lying about that, bro. I'm staring at all the motives, the moves that were made strategically to harper the situation of Shedeur, meaning they're going to pounce on it and continue it as lower tier quarterback gets help from the lowly Cleveland Browns. Oh, you don't believe me? The alleged meth head Mary Kay already been put that news out there. Other ones did it too, but Mary Kay counts. People be like, Bless, why are you speaking about Mary Kay? Don't give her clout. Fuck you, bitch. Me and you are not the same. I speak about whoever the fuck I want to speak about. And the reason why I speak about Mary Kay, I don't find her professional at all. I don't find her aficionado. And it's not only because she's a woman. We have Discern Goddess. Y'all go subscribe to Discern Goddess. She's a woman and she knows about sports. The thing with Mary Kay is Mary Kay don't know jack shit about football. And she's affiliated with the Cleveland Browns, meaning that personnel for the Brown organizations have given her credentials or whatever to be around a team like that. So when she says the racist things to Shedeur or other players she's been said, or when she gets up there and say, oh, the Cleveland Browns felt sorry for Deion Sanders and Shedeur, so that's why they drafted him, making Shedeur look like some type of gimmick. Bitch don't know shit about football. So why wouldn't I keep talking about her to expose the Cleveland Browns? You Brown fans, if you was a real organization of fans that actually matter, the fans would call out Mary Kay. The fans would, it's only G Bush. Shout out to G Bush and his barbershop talk, podcast. But if the Cleveland Brown fans was concerned for their team for real, how could you guys sit back and watch your god-awful Cleveland, Ohio media just putting out trash every day? Like, so are you really in your barbershops or at work working and you're listening to these so-called media personalities like Tony Grossi, Brennan? We can keep going, bro. I keep the names on file over here, bro. No, so you're going to wrap up the stories of potential trades because let's just get it out the way. Cleveland Browns are not used to this type of media. You would think a organization such as the Cleveland Browns would be grateful to get all this attention. Instead, they've been pretending they're the New England Patriots or something. like they've been winning Super Bowls after Super Bowls after Super Bowls after Super Bowls. The way they've been behaving, like we're lucky that they drafted Shedeur. I don't think these bitches understand that you're not bigger than the program. Shedeur could have been drafted by Pluto Bears. The Pluto Bears next to Neptune would have won the Super Bowl or whatever and get all the publications throughout the universe. That's how much attention Shedeur brought to your dead organization. Let's never negate that part, bro. Nigga coming to me and telling me, why you go so hard for Shedeur? But you said you're a Cleveland Brown fan. Why are you upset that I'm going hard for a player that has the potential of being the face of your franchise? And that's the problem with Cleveland Brown fans. God awful bum losers. Yeah, I said it. God awful bum losers who are not used to winning. So they get on this pulpit and get they bitch on. Bro, nigga ain't trying to hear all that, bro. You're a failure, bro. I don't want to hear from no trash organization or they trash fan club, bro. I don't see none of you niggas going hard for your organization. Go ahead and get out them brown bags again for the Cleveland Browns. Remember that? Yeah, I used to put the brown bags and cover your face. Bring that shit out again, bro. It wasn't only the Saints and Tampa Bay Buccaneers doing that back in the days. Oh, we remember your trash organization, bro. So you niggas existed with not Eric Crouch, but Tim Crouch, I think it was, the Kentucky quarterback who was the #1 pick in '99. And we can keep going on from there. I don't care if your quarterback is black, white, Spanish, Asian. Majority of Cleveland Brown quarterbacks was garbage. Let's just not arguable here at all, bro. Not debatable at all, bro. So with these trade rumors, I get the gist. The media really are done with Shedeur, but they need to utilize him for hit pieces. So people say, oh, bless one, you use Shedeur name for views or whatever. Nigga, we've been covering Shedeur when I was only doing hip hop. I always do sports on this channel, but I've been more harder on sports when they went to Colorado, bruh. Jackson State, I still covered them, but every day was mostly hip hop. I dedicated myself to cover something that's safe, not violent, motivational, which is sports. When I do the hip hop content, niggas be like, why you talk about these rappers who dying and killing each other? So when I do the sports, I bring the same energy like I do the hip hop, but I bring it to sports. You niggas is still bitching. But if I print out a news, Shedeur Sanders traded, all you Cleveland Brown fans would celebrate. Maybe only 5 to 3% will feel like, damn, we lost the face of our team, which is Shedeur. The rest of you bums, you don't know why you hate Shedeur. I know why some of you guys hate Shedeur, but we're not going to get into that. But the rest of you niggas, you get on your yapping pulpit for one complete reason. And we know what that is, man. At the end of the day, these trade stories are out there to make Shedeur uncomfortable, to try to break Shedeur. So hopefully Shedeur ignores you guys, and I hope he ignores me when I bring up the fact that I think they're going to trade him, but I'm going to wait for it. You know what I mean? That's why you don't see me with videos all day talking about they're going to trade Shedeur, because every day you guys say they're going to trade Shedeur. Look, we don't need you guys to tell us about failed moves by the Cleveland Brown organizations. We know what y'all do. Blessings.